Hello everyone, my name is Mrs. Osborne and I am a first grade teacher at Grantwood Elementary, and my webinar is focusing on science, health, and social studies on our summer learning site. First we'll start with science. In science, the digital resources that we have available for you is NASA Kids Club, where you can get on and just explore everything there is to explore about space. You can play games. You can go on a rover ride to Mars. You can look at the space station. There are pictures that you can look at that astronauts have taken from space. Discovery Kids is also another site that you can get on. This will take you to anywhere in the world that you want to go. It will talk about anything in the world that you want to research and talk about. And all you have to do is search for something and it will pop it up and you can just read about it. So conservation, the sun, eyes of animals, and there's tons and tons and tons of things that all you have to do is just click on something and start reading. Now, Science Kids is another one that has many resources that you can go to. There's games, you can just read facts, you can take a quiz, there's projects you can do, there's lessons and videos, there's many things that you can do. Oh, experiments, that's always a wonderful thing to do if you are a kid during the summer. So, and there's games, so there's many things that you can look at there too. Now, National Geographic Kids is not only just science, but it's social studies too. You can subscribe to the magazine if you would like. Now that will cost you, but you really don't need to because you have games, videos, you can learn about animals, all different kinds of animals, prehistoric animals. You can explore, and this is the part where you can play around with social studies too. So there are many things on this site that are available to you just to sit back and read and watch. And we have Mystery Science. Now, Mystery Science is a great site. However, it will cost $29 a month to have a membership there. But if there are many members in your family, that's going to pay off because I was very impressed with the things that they had. Now, Miss Allie, who is a para at Grantwood, she filmed herself at a farm here in Iowa. So there's two parts to a video for a virtual field trip that you can go on with Miss Allie. Now, in social studies, Mr. Nussbaum, if you're not familiar with him, he is a teacher who has created a website, and it is not only social studies, but he has math and science and reading and health on there too. So his website will hit on everything, all subject areas. Now, I've already talked about National Geographic Kids. Now, Wonderment was a pretty fascinating website that I looked at. You can get on and participate in other projects that are going on in the community. So if you are wanting to know about why we should have clean water, someone has started a project that you can participate in and maybe answer questions or take a quiz. You can watch a video and they've answered that question for you. So that one was a pretty fascinating site too. I spent a long time on that one and I think that everyone would enjoy that. Now, Google EDU has several sites that you can look at too. The Expeditions is a virtual field trip site that you can go on. There's several places that you can visit there. The Great Wall of China, you can visit Eiffel Tower, and just learn some different things. Now, over the summer, my first graders, we did some virtual field trips, and we used just an old composition book, and we wrote down the date, the virtual field trip that we were taking, some interesting facts that we learned, something that we didn't find very interesting at all, or if we didn't like the field trip, what didn't we like about it, and then everything that you learned, you could just take notes on it and just share it. Now, the 360 videos is you can go anywhere in the world on this globe. So you will get to just click a place and then it will take you there and you would just listen or learn or read about where you are. Now, there is a coding website also, And then there's cyber safety games and lessons that you can get on and learn about. And this is great to have a refresher course on this, because we kind of forget what it's like to be safe on the internet, especially at school. Now, News ELA there are tons of nonfiction stories that you can read about. So there's going to be current events, and then there's just going to be other things about science, social studies. Sometimes there's math in there, and you can read about the different things there too. Now, the health digital resources are Arthur's Family Lunch. We have Fizzy's Lunch Lab, and of course both of those are going to deal with nutrition. And Nutrish Interactive is also nutrition. Nutrition has to do with the different kinds of foods that you eat and what's good for you and what's not. Now, Kids Health, so you got a bee sting and you wanted to know what you should do. You could get on Kids Health and you can type that in, and it will tell you what you need to do if you're going to treat a bee sting. Now, I talked to you earlier about virtual field trips, and this website will take you to many virtual field trips. And again, you can use that composition book and you can write down the places that you go. I've played around on that one too, and I found it very exciting to see some of the places that it took me. So if you are interested in science, health, and social studies and would just like to get lost for a couple of hours on these sites, pull one up and just have a grand adventure. Have a wonderful summer.